Tammy and I are in the Maritime Museum here at Put-in-Bay.
Hi guys. We have a very, very, very nice
That is a
8-minute
detailed
film
ship.
that gives a thumbnail sketch on the history of Put-in-Bay. Plus it
They even had aircraft carriers on the Great Lakes. This carrier was made from that ship. It's pretty fascinating history of the steamers that used to come to Put-in-Bay. It really, it's quite a museum here. Lots of history. A lot of the hotels that were here on South Bass Island burned several times over, so what was here back in the 1800s is no longer here, but a lot of them burned to the ground. Here's an example of some of the hotels that used to be on the island. I would imagine, you know, with not a lot of fire equipment, there was not a whole lot of ways they could fight fires. But Hotel Victory. And here you can see the blueprints of the Hotel Victory. You look at these bureaus. Jeez, just incredible size of this thing. This is the original bar from the Hotel Hunker. Gee whiz. Well, at least they saved it.
Look at the ships up in the top of it.
The what?
The ships.
Oh, yes. There's largely a lot of history about the Battle of Lake Erie and Put-in-Bay, and Oliver Hazard Perry. And of course, that's what the Perry Monument to Peace is dedicated to. There's a lot of souvenirs here from the Battle of Lake Erie. The battle with the British for control of the north central area and the border with Canada. Control of the Great Lakes, basically, I guess you would say. There's a lot of memorabilia here in history. And they really embrace their history here at Put-in-Bay. It's a replica of Perry's monument here. Actually, my great aunt had an old pump organ like this. Had foot pedals that you pumped air through the organ and it would play. There's just a lot of island history here. And here is the USS Lake Erie. A guided missile cruiser. The lady was telling us here that the christening was in Hawaii. And a lot of the residents from Put-in-Bay went to Hawaii for the christening. There's more Perry's Monument. The Colonial was another hotel that was here that burned to the ground. There's just a ton of information here. Oh, but that safe weighs a whole bunch. Really amazing. The Mystic Isle, Put-in-Bay Auto Ferry. And I'll show you the old lighthouse globe or whatever they call them. It's back behind this boat. Some of the artifacts from the Battle of Lake Erie, some cannonballs and shot, and an original plank from the USS Niagara. Of course, Perry was the one who coined the phrase, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." But lots of information here. Of course, there's a lot of commerce that crosses the Great Lakes, and a lot of these steamers brought people here to Put-in-Bay, South Bass Island, which was known for its grapes and wine over the years, and of course then tourism. But it's really a fascinating place to come to the museum here in Put-in-Bay. And there's the lighthouse, the Fresnel Lens.
Oh, that's our Fresnel Lens from our lighthouse. Isn't that cool? That's from this lighthouse right here.
There's some artifacts that belong to Admiral John J. Hunker. And during his career, he commanded the USS Constellation, 1899. And here is some of the Admiral's belongings. And here is a block from the USS Constellation. And I served aboard the USS Constellation aircraft carrier that was commissioned in '56. So same ship name, which is kind of interesting. And there's the Constellation. Just a huge amount of information here. In a lot of cases, that's how they got a lot of supplies here to the island. The trimotor.
It's a video of the race.
Huh?
It's a video of the car race.
Yeah, I kind of seen it running. That's a wind vane. Probably taken from one of the hotels.
St. Paul.
To St. Paul?
It just says from St. Paul's, circa 1865.
Put-in-Bay Island was also known for the car races, which used to race around the streets of Put-in-Bay. And, you know, and there's a lot of the cars here today, and they will be having a parade tomorrow commemorating the car races that used to be here.